Lesson 109. In this lesson, we're learning yet another noun of the second declension. The noun here is philios, and that means son. I can think of at least one English word that's related to philios, and that is filial. If you take a look at the chart, you'll see all 10 forms of philios. Keep in mind that the genitive singular of philios is spelled F-I-L-I, and that's different from the nominative plural. Let's get some practice with this new word by looking at our exercises. In number 1, est is the verb. That means he, she, or it is. Philios is the subject. That's our new word for this lesson. And weary is the genitive singular form of weir, and that's possessing philios. In casa is a prepositional phrase. So number 1 will say, the son of the man is in the house, or the man's son is in the house. In number 2, narrant is the verb. That means they tell or they are telling. The subject is nautai. Filio is the indirect object. Agricolae is a genitive singular, and that's possessing filio. And fabulas is the direct object. So number 2 will say, the sailors are telling stories to the son of the farmer, or the sailors are telling stories to the farmer's son. In number 3, arant is the verb. That means they plow or they are plowing. Filii is the subject. Agricolarum is a genitive plural that's possessing filii. And terram is the direct object. So number 3 will say, the sons of the farmers are plowing the soil, or the farmers' sons are plowing the soil. In number 4, desiderant is the verb. That means they want or they are longing for, but we don't need they because filii is the subject. Nautai is a genitive singular that's possessing filii. Ad insulas is a prepositional phrase, and navigare is an infinitive that means to sail. So number 4 will say, the sons of the sailor are longing to sail to the islands, or the sailor's sons are longing to sail to the islands. In number 5, dot is the verb. That means he, she, or it gives, or he, she, or it is giving. But we don't need the he, she, or it because puella is the subject. Filiis is in the dative plural, and that's our indirect object. Agricolae is a genitive singular that's possessing filiis, and aquam is the direct object. So number 5 will say, the girl is giving water to the sons of the farmer, or the girl is giving water to the farmer's sons. In number 6, possumus means we are able, and that's being negated by non. Navigare is an infinitive that means to sail. Ad insulam is a prepositional phrase, and sine cibo aquaque is a prepositional phrase, but in this prepositional phrase, the preposition has 2 objects. The que ending on the end of aquaque is like putting the word and between cibo and aqua. So number 6 will say, without food and water, we are not able to sail to the island. In number 7, there are 2 clauses, one before quod and one after quod. In the first one, desiderat is the verb. That means he, she, or it wants, or he, she, or it longs for. Regina is the subject. In insula is a prepositional phrase. Manere is an infinitive that means to stay. In the second clause, timet is the verb. There's no other word in this clause to be the subject, so we'll need to use the word he, she, or it that's included in timet. Because of the context of the sentence, we know that this clause is talking about the queen, so we'll use she as the subject. Viros is the direct object, and patriae is a genitive singular that's possessing viros. So number 7 will say, the queen wants to stay on the island because she fears the men of the homeland. In number 8, we have 2 clauses, one before quod and one after quod. The first one says, I love to swim, and the second one says, I do not fear water. So number 8 will say, I love to swim because I do not fear water. In number 9, potes means you are able. It's being negated by the word non. Navigare is an infinitive that means to sail. There are two prepositional phrases, sine scapha and ad insulam. So number 9 will say, without a boat, you are not able to sail to the island. In number 10, sunt is the verb, kasai is the subject, virorum is a genitive plural that's possessing kasai, and prope octam is a prepositional phrase. So number 10 will say, the houses of the men are near the seashore, or the men's houses are near the seashore.